I'm back with Michael O'Rourke and Todd Schoenberger. We talked earlier about people losing sleep over their financial problems, but I don't think Janet Yellen's quite one of them. Her assets did pretty well last year. They rose in value, and we now know reported up 8% last year to between a total of $5.3 million and $14.1 million. Quite a chunk of change there, guys. But when you look at up 8% last year, she couldn't have been solely in the stock market because the stock market did much better than that.
And you're right about that. However, she is a fiscal conservative. Let's just say that. So her portfolio is conservative in nature. And this is hot off the presses. Eric Bowling style here. I mean, when you look at these numbers, you look at her portfolio holdings, a lot of Vanguard funds, a lot of blue chip companies that are in there. Obviously, quite a bit of cash and treasuries. When you look at the numbers in her portfolio, though, she clearly is there is a risk adverse type of attitude, I would think, with this. But I think that also translates well with what she's been saying from her speech.
Well, you certainly don't take on a lot of risk later in life either. So
correct.
I mean, I agree. When I saw this headline yesterday, the first thing that came to my mind is Janet Yellen's another one percenter. And as asset prices rise, she's going to benefit, and that's just the way the world is, I guess.
I don't have any problem with that.
I don't have a problem with it either. But again, it's just, we have bonds rallying, stocks rallying. We're pushing asset prices, across the board up. And
she's benefiting from her own policies. Is that what you're suggesting?
She is benefiting from her own policies, whether intentionally or not. She is.
By the way, she part of her stock holdings here is that she does own DirecTV, ConocoPhillips, DuPont, Office Depot, Pfizer, Raytheon, Phillips 66, Norfolk Southern, she's in the railroads, and 21st Century Fox, the parent company of this network.
Interesting. And also her husband won a Nobel Prize in economics, so let's keep that in mind as well.
That's right, and that's one of her biggest assets is that trust fund she set that up with her husband back in 1992. He's the Nobel-winning.
Right, but also I think there's a fine line there. We don't want to say that her policies regarding monetary policy is actually benefiting her portfolio.
We weren't suggesting that.
I know. I'm just, for your viewers, just clarifying.
I agree, Todd. I'm not suggesting that, but it just shows this has been a market, an environment, a recovery where the rich have gotten richer, and the fact of the matter is Janet Yellen is among the rich.
And it illustrates the widening of the wealth gap, and we already know
100%.
about this. We hear about this quite a bit. So, I mean, all I could say is that she's doing a fabulous job here, and she obviously, her husband probably has some help in.
She's also got a pension from the University of California.
Right.
And she's got a stamp collection as one of her assets, a hefty one.
Everybody needs a hobby.
It's valued between $15,000 and $50,000. That did not increase over the past couple of years. It's pretty much stagnant. So
I'll buy some stamps.
All right. Todd, Mike, please stick around. We did just